Welcome here to Harrison High School. We are currently, up in the booth. It was a little bit of a struggle today, but, we're here, Daniel. Have Mason Comets, number 3 seed, facing off against the Northwest Knights, number 33 seed, here tonight. So, Daniel, do you want to give us just a little bit of a breakdown of what we should be expecting?
Looking at the record-wise, you would hope that it's going to be a little easy for Mason, but this Northwest team is coming off of a bit of a streak. They won their last 2 games. Of course, they won last game being the first round of the playoffs, but Mason has just been rolling this entire season with a win versus Anderson last round and a huge win on against Lakota East to seal that number 1 position in the GMC.
Yeah, the Comets coming into this game 22-1 on the season, 15-1 in conference. In the GMC conference, in the Southwest Ohio Conference, Northwest is only 2-19, only 2 wins being in the ones they've received in the past week. Gonna have Rosano tipping off here. Hopper is gonna gain possession. Look down to Rosano, not gonna be able to finish. Gonna have Bailey come up with the ball. Hopper's going to take it.
Mason quickly being aggressive, having people down in the paint with really no defenders around them, able to get on the board quickly. It looks like Mason is running a full court press.
We got a 30-second timeout for Northwest.
Be a timeout there for Northwest. Comets already making their presence known with 2 on the board so far.
So if Mason's able to be playing with that aggression and the press that they're already using, you would hope it would be a bit of a breeze, especially with a Northwest team that looks to be a little short on players.
Exactly. Comets have a 15-person roster, so they have a lot of depth to fall back on in the case of injuries or, just so they can rotate some people out, give some people some experience like we might see this game. Northwest, on the other hand, only has 8 people in total on their roster right now that are playable. Gonna try to pass it in here. We'll go off the hands of Barnes. Gonna have Bailey trying to pass it in for Northwest. It's gonna go again. Comets trying to play pretty tight defense here. The Comets will be taking it out. Barnes is going to pass it into Habra. He's going to look inside to Prowse. A lot of contact there. She'll get fouled on the floor right underneath the basket.
Prowse double teamed there in the paint, but was still able to secure the ball. It's a good sign as the game goes on if you're able to dominate the paint like that.
Going to look into Prowse. And a nice little basket cut, got herself a bucket. Comets already leading by 4. Only 7:26 left to go.
Mason's still showing that press, and Northwest not having a true break as of yet.
It's going to be a foul on Gabby Rosano.
That's her first, team's first.
Gonna have Sandifer passing it in. That's stolen by Rosano. Parrish gonna be taking it up court. Gonna look down to Habra. Habra's gonna get herself a bucket.
Anna Habra, the freshman guard, coming off of a 19-point game versus Anderson. She's really came on as a leader of this team this year, and you have a freshman that's able to be a leader on and off the court. It's a good sign these next few years for Mason.
Exactly. Haber's had some excellent examples this year. Considering that there's been 7 seniors on the roster right now, and 3 to 4 of them consistently or semi-consistently start. You have Amanda Barnes, Carly Prowse, Gabby Rosano, and Joy Resning, who get a lot of time on the floor and work very closely with Habra. I know Matula loves to have that camaraderie with his team, and I think that's something that we really have seen this season. Have most of the team returning that went on that state run last year, so that plays a big part in team chemistry, and which can just be incredibly beneficial and has been, as we've seen this year with the Comets.
Sometimes when you have such a huge roster like Mason, it could be hard for every single player to be on the same page. But that's what Mason does super well, is that they're all together as a team, especially with this huge roster.
Coming out of that timeout, Northwest is going to have it. We're going to have Aikman taking it up the court. It's going to be stolen by Habra at half. We'll go back to Prowse. Verzano will find it in the post. And Prowse will come up with that rebound. She's going to get fouled. Going to get fouled there by Hughes.
That's her first, team second. At the line, shooting 2 for the Comets. Number 2, Carly Prowse.
Second already on the night.
Carly Prowse,
Northwest.
in the regular season, shooting 70 from the line. She makes the first one. Will make it 7-0 Mason early here in the first. That second shot is good. Mason still showing a full court press and being super aggressive on it as well. So that'll go out of bounds.
Barnes going to take it out in the corner here. Going to look into Carly. Back to Parrish for 3. And that's going to be good. Only 6:30 about left here in the first quarter. Comets lead by 11. It's going to be tipped out there by Brown.
Northwest still with no answer to this press from Mason. Now, I don't know if I've seen Mason be this aggressive on defense to start a game, but Northwest just with no answer.
Barnes going to steal it coming in. She's going to go up and she'll get fouled. Send herself to the line.
Northwest foul number 3, Defiant Aikman.
Barnes 75%. You know, this whole Mason team as a whole, very good from the free throw line, averaging almost 70 as a team.
You know, free throws are one of the things that Coach Mantula really likes to focus on during practice, likes to make sure that his team is good shooters and that they're strong defensively, very aggressive, likes seeing them play hard in practice and work together and really try to challenge their teammates. Northwest going to pass it in yet again. It's going to be tipped by Mason. Haber's going to take it. Going to go back to Prowse. Prowse going to pass it inside to Barnes. Barnes tries to finish on the layup. Parrish will come down with that rebound and get herself 2 more points.
It was a great look to Barnes going down low, cutting inside, not able to get the first shot, but the offensive rebound saves the Comets. So they're already up to a very comfortable lead.
Hasn't been a time yet this game where Northwest has been able to run a full offensive play and keep possession against the aggressiveness we're seeing from the Comets defense.
It's a rare 3-point miss from Madison Parrish.
Carly Prowse is going to return. She'll get.
Number 22, Jordan Russell.
He'll swish that in. Northwest trying to pass it in. Going to pass it in to Standifer. Standifer's trying to drive with it. Tries to pass it over to Coleman. Going to go out of bounds.
Number 3, Braden Johnson.
Hughes is going to come in.
Number 10,
Morris.
And so far, Mason is just clicking on all cylinders. Offense, defense, on the press. They've just had answers for everything Northwest is trying to do.
Northwest trying to get themselves a basket. Can have a shot attempt there by Hughes. Comets will take it again. Looking down court, will find Sanders for two.
Almost a little bit of a Hail Mary pass there. Passing from half court down into the paint. So far, those long passes have been working.
Gonna have Coleman taking it out here. Coleman's gonna look into Brown. Lauren Brown, the young freshman guard, starts here for Northwest. She'll get overpowered there by Braden Johnson and Joy Wrestling.
2-point basket number 3, Braden Johnson.
A little miscommunication on the inbound. It'll go out on Northwest. Mason gets the ball down under the Northwest basket.
Northwest now in a 2-3. Gonna look to Sanders for the 3. It's gonna be no good. Be long. It's gonna go out of bounds off the Comets. Will be Northwest possession. Yet again, gonna have Coleman taking it out. She'll pass into Brown. Johnson will seal it. Gonna look into Black. Black, yet again, Comets really just seeing each other tonight. Clicking very well, as you're saying, Daniel. Just regardless, time and time again, we keep seeing, running up court and just finding them in transition. Coach Matula has to be happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, they're not even letting Northwest get a shot off so far, as Mason's been doing all the scoring.
It's going to be Comet ball.
Back into the game for the Comets, number 31,
Anna Hopper's going to come back into the game for Maddie Parrish. Sanders will be taking it out. Going to pass it into Habra. She's taking it up court. Northwest. Now in a 3-2. Johnson's going to look over to Resing. Going to look inside to Black. Hopper with the assist there. Just finding each other time and time again on the court.
Yeah, those passes down low into the paint is what Mason is really thriving off of so far. Being able to find an open spot.
Checking in the game for the Comets, number 15, Lillian Aylers.
Only 2:59 left on the clock here in the first quarter. Comets lead by 25. Joy Resing going to try to drive inside. Going to try to look to the corner there for Johnson. We'll go out of bounds. We'll have Daniels coming in here.
Check in the game for the Comets.
For Resing.
Number 14, Presley Daniels.
Going to have Coleman taking it out. Coleman's going to look into Brown. Northwest 0 for 1 on the night so far, with the only shot attempt being from Hughes. Comet's going to take that one again. Hopper going to try for 3. It's going to be no good. Daniels will come up with the rebound. Ehlers will get it. Black's going to get the and one and send herself to the line with an assist from Habra.
Assist, number 31, Anna Habra.
Mason really just finding all the gaps in this Northwest defense. Offensive rebounds, passing all over the court. I mean, this Comet offense is showing no sign of stopping. We reach about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first.
Peyton Black. Also got a Northwest number 5.
Peyton Black shooting 60% from the line in the regular season. So we mentioned how good of a free throw shooting team this Comet team is. That shot is good
3 points, Black.
on the and one. We'll get a whistle as it'll be Mason ball. Up 28.
Ayler's going to try to go inside. Not going to be able to finish there, but she will send herself to the line. You know, Ayler's one of those seniors here for the Comets. Is also on the varsity softball team.
Number 13.
Season starts next week for softball.
At the line shooting 2 for the Comets. Number 15, Lillian Ehlers.
Ayler's not going to be able to finish on that first one. Clark's going to come in for Habra.
Into the game for the Knights. Number 23, Brianna Cheatham.
Is going to be able to finish on the second. You're going to have Hughes taking it up here for Northwest, trying to go in fast break, but Comets already recovered. Trying to find something here. Going to lose possession. Daniels will come up with it. Going to find Yost inside. The post and try to give herself a bucket, not going to be able to. Black will come up with the rebound. Yost going to try again for 2. The quick jumper, not going to get up. He's going to take it. He's going to look to Standifer. Standifer's going to lose it. Daniel's going to come up with it. He's going to drive, pass it to Clark for 3. It's going to be no good. Standifer looking up court, trying to get something in fast break here. Going to be no call there. But Hughes did go down. Refs calling. Asking if the coach wants to get her head checked out. Looking for maybe a concussion test. He's going to wave it off.
Checking in the game for the Comets. Number 21, Ava Minogue.
Ava Minogue's going to come in for the Comets.
So with a minute left, you would think Mason, although how hot they've been on offense, might try to just burn some clock to finish out the rest of this, but won't get the rebound there. Northwest, it's a shot up, no good. Offensive rebound but will be intercepted by Mason. Layup opportunity, no good.
Northwest foul number 3, Devine Aikman. Her second, team 6, at the line shooting 2 for the Comets. Number 12, Maddie Clark.
Clark's going to finish on her first one from the line.
Checking in the game for the Comets, number 34, Mal Clark.
Mal Clark's checking in here for Ehlers. Also going to finish on the second.
2 points, Maddie Clark.
Comets currently lead 31-0. Going to look up to Yost. Yost going to try to find Clark inside, can be a little bit too strong.
About 11 seconds left. Could be one more possession for Northwest. Try to get something on the board.
He's going to try to check something up, but not going to be able to finish that in time. Going to finish the first quarter. Comets lead 31-0. We'll be back with some second quarter action in just a minute.
Becca Sanders.
Welcome back to some second quarter action here at Harrison High School. I'm Savannah Libby, yet again joined by my partner Daniel Panetti. Coming into this second quarter, Comets lead right now 35-0.
Put a little emphasis on that. I mean, Mason just entirely has been clicking everywhere. Offense, defense. They ran a press towards the beginning, and everything has seemingly working, especially with the score on their side. As Northwest will get on the board there.
Their first
Lauren
points.
Brown make it 35-2. Lauren Brown coming off of 2 straight 31-point games. So even with the score there, you got to
Checking in again, Comets number 15, Lillian Ayers. And number 11, Amanda Barnes.
Northwest will take the ball in. Mason running a 2-3 zone so far this game.
Trying to drive inside. Becca Sanders going to come up with the rebound there after the attempt that Brown had for a shot. Going to look down to Barnes. Back to Mal Clark. Mal Clark's going to hit a jumper just a step inside the three-point line at the top of the key.
What Northwest needs to do is try to condense the paint a little more. Mason's being able to have a player almost the entire time open in the paint. If Northwest is able to sort of condense that, make that size just a little smaller, you can find some success.
Brown trying to get some ball movement here. It's going to be a travel there
Comments
from
number 3,
Coleman.
Braden Johnson. Number
Comets will
14,
take possession.
Preston Daniels.
Black taking it out here for the Comets.
Peyton Black.
Just going to pass it into Johnson. Johnson looking back over to Black. Down to Barnes. Trying to get some nice ball movement here. Trying to look inside to Johnson. Johnson not going to be able to finish on that. Going to have Coleman come up with the rebound. Go back into the hands of Brown. Be stolen. The Black's going to finish on that.
Number 3, Peyton Black. Back in the game, the Comets, number 22, Joey Ressing.
Black's going to be taking it out here. No, Resing will be subbed back into the game. Looking over to Johnson. Back to Black. Looking down to Daniels. A lot of ball movement here from the Comets. Really just trying to wait on a shot. A lot of back and forth here. Johnson's going to try for three, and that would be good.
Looks like from this Mason offense, we're seeing a lot of passing around the three-point line, just looking to see something get open in the paint. And if it's not there, just keep going until something opens. But there, Mason takes a three, and they convert.
Gonna have Hughes with it here. Go. Brown will take it again. Tries to look over to Morris. Too strong there on that pass.
Riley Yost.
Gonna have Johnson taking it out here for the Comets, while Daniels bringing it up. Northwest still sitting comfortable in this 3-2. Gonna look down. Nice play there from the Comets. Passing it around on the left side, trying to dole defense out, and they did. Nice read from Peyton Black to get herself a bucket off of the back door cut. Johnson's going to take the rebound there from a Northwest turnover. Daniels will try for three, and that would be good.
The shooting for the Mason offense has been lights out, especially from the three-point shot so far. Seems like every shot that's going up is going right through.
Hughes will take it for Northwest and get herself into some trouble. Tries to pass it back to Morris. Go back into the hands of Brown. Comets now in a 2-3. Daniels will steal it.
It looks like when Northwest is trying to break inside for a layup opportunity, they just can't control the ball every single time that they start driving in. Mason's right there. He seemingly takes it out of their hands.
You know, Coach Matura right now talking in the huddle with his team. You know, this game we've seen a lot of players who normally don't play a whole lot touch the floor. I mean, right now we have Maddie and Mal Clark out on the court, along with Ava Minogue, three players who haven't really been getting a lot of time this season as Coach Matul is trying to develop them still. So a good game for them to get some experience at the varsity level and get some points for their stat lines.
Yeah, Mason doing a good job of switching players out. Looks like after every whistle, somebody new is going back in, just keeping all of their players fresh.
Have Daniels back to Clark at the top. Over to Minogue. Yost will take it. I need a lot of ball movement here from the Comets. Gonna look inside to Yost. We'll try to look over to Daniels. It's gonna go out. Be Northwest possession. Gonna have Coleman taking it out here.
Mason doing a good job not forcing any threes. Offense was moving very well, but one bad pass will give the ball back to Northwest.
Standifer will take it. Looking back up to Brown. Brown gonna try for a shot. She'll get fouled and send herself to the line.
Northwest will get their first free throws of the night.
Her first, team second. At the line, shooting 2 for the Knights, number 1, Lauren Brown.
Brown hits the first one, shooting 55% from the line this season.
Not going to be able to capitalize on the second. Minogue will come up with the rebound. Looking over to Daniels. Daniels looking down to Mal. Over to Minogue. Inside to Yost. Back to Mal. Over to Maddie. Yet again inside to Yost. She'll finish with a nice drop step.
Yost just once again wide open in the paint. Being able to easily have a turnaround layup. You're not going to miss many of those.
That'll bring us to the end of the first half. Comets lead 49-3. We'll be back with some second half action right in 10 minutes. Welcome back to the second half action of this Mason versus Northwest game. Daniel, do you want to give us just a brief recap of that first half?
Mason really has just been dominating this game in every single category a team can dominate a game. The offense has been great. The defense has been great. They started a press at the beginning of the game, which just Northwest had zero answer for, and it shows that on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I mean, Comets right now have 19 steals after the first half. Plus 14 assists.
The assist, number 14.
Riley Yost will get a layup there.
18 rebounds as a team. Comets lead by 50. I think this game is just a great showing of the type of values that Coach Mantula is instilling into his team, and he's just really promoting them to work hard and giving some of those players on the bench an opportunity to get some time, like we're seeing right now on the court. We have Maddie and Mal Clark on the court, along with Ava Minogue, Riley Yost, and Presley Daniels. These five, alongside Maddie Parrish, Anna Habra, and Becca Sanders, going into next year are going to be crucial members of this Comets lineup.
Yeah, so getting able to get some of these players who haven't seen as much time on the court, some game reps, being able to feel the offense in game motion, which Mason has been doing very well this entire game.
Maddie Clark's going to get it. Looking over to Mal. Over to Daniels. A lot of ball movement right now. Really trying to just get the best shot for their team.
Mason taking their time on offense. Keeping the ball towards the perimeter. It's really the only time the ball's in the paint. Mason's going up for a shot. The majority of the time, the ball in around the three-point area.
And into the game for the Comets, number 25, Becca Sanders.
I'd like to thank you for your patience tonight as we're, teaching a member of our crew, Josie Lorenz.
To improve her directing skills.
Two-point basket, number 12,
Maddie Clark able to get to 2-point. Will make it 57-3 with about 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Northwest trying to establish a little bit of an offense. Try to be a little more relaxed than in the first half, where it seemed like they were just trying to move super fast, make something happen.
Comets still sitting pretty comfortable in this 2-3. Gonna have Zanderfer pass it over to Brown, really just trying to get anything here. Dribbling it around a lot. Trying to wait for an opportunity to get through this. Gonna have Hughes with the pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Gonna look into Becca Sanders for two.
Becca Sanders, the assist.
Northwest scores, Mason responds right back with a layup of their own.
Looking over to Zanderfer. Brown is going to have a nice little hook shot there in the lane.
2 possessions, 2 scores.
Now Clark bringing it up, passing it over to Sanders. Back to Clark in the corner. Gonna look to the top at Daniels. Go back over to Maddie. Now we'll take it yet again. Gonna look inside to Sanders. Comets really just waiting for what could be a good shot. It's gonna be a foul there.
Northwest foul number 3, Demaya Aikman.
On
First into the game for the Knights, number 5, Gabby Morris.
Morris is gonna come back in.
Number 32, Riley Yost.
Coleman for Coleman. Yost taking it out. He's gonna look in to Clark. Back over to Mal. Over to Maddie. Inside to Sanders. Yost has it. Back to Daniels. Common's really just waiting here on a good shot, trying to give themselves
And
the time.
not forcing anything, waiting for something to open up.
Only about a minute left here in the third quarter. Comets lead 59-7. Now Clark for the basket. Gonna have Brown taking it up yet again for Northwest.
Now, Northwest this half, a little late to maybe make a comeback, but their offense has seemed just a little more relaxed. They've been able to score on their last few possessions. As that ball will go out of bounds, it'll be Mason's ball. 24 seconds left on the clock. I think Mason might try to hold it for the rest of the time that they can.
An excellent practice of sportsmanship here. Really just trying to run down the clock as much as they can. It is a running clock since the Comets came into the second quarter up by 46, and you only need to be up by 35 in the second half for a running clock. That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Comets lead 61-7. We'll be back with some fourth quarter action here in a minute. Welcome back to some fourth quarter action here at Harrison High School. Commons currently lead 63-8. Daniel, what happened there in that third quarter?
It's just the same thing that's been happening this entire game. Mason has shown, they kind of outmatched this Northwestern team, and the offense and defense has just been very good from what we've seen this entire year from Mason. It's why they only have one loss, why they won the GMC, because they're so good together as a team. Their chemistry and it's showing today.
And Comets showing excellent sportsmanship right now, have really just tried to wait out some of this clock as much as they can.
And at this point in the game, there's nothing much more that you really have to prove. If you're Mason, just keep the ball. Don't try to rack up the scoreboard.
Just being very respectful here as a team.
Number 32, Riley Yost.
Gonna have Brown take it. Gonna look over to Morris. Comets in a 2-3. Find Tans back to Brown. Brown gonna try for three. It's gonna be a little bit long. Comet possession.
Check in the game for Northwest, number 23, Brianna Cheatham. Number 5, Gabby Morris. Number 10,
Now Clark taking it up here. Sorry about that. Some of the off-air our camera director is very entertaining. She's entertaining us a lot tonight. Very funny person just to be around. Josie Lorenz, just fantastic member of the esteemed Mason Chronicle. Chronicle actually comes out tomorrow morning, so make sure if you're a student here at Mason High School, not here, we're here at Hamilton, at Harrison High School. If you're a student for the Mason Comets, make sure you look for that tomorrow morning for Josie's story on page 2 about podcasters, including a very own podcaster I have sitting next to me. Queen City Cast has grown tremendously. You're really just an entrepreneur.
Yeah, this whole year been working on that. Fellow Chronicle and sports radio member Andrew Little has been helping me a lot with that. But excited for the Chronicle tomorrow.
Andrew Little just got appointed editor-in-chief of next year for the Chronicle.
Mason's still just taking their time with the ball. A lot of open opportunities, but just being able to get some good ball movement on offense.
Comets really practicing excellent sportsmanship. Only 1:24 left here in the fourth quarter. I know you and Andrew have a podcast on Spotify about football.
Yeah.
Northwest Valley, number 13.
So,
Coleman.
Yeah.
Team second.
Of course, sadly, the football season being over with the Super Bowl. Not exactly sure where we're going to be going with it as of recent, but
And number 21, Jersey Rusty.
as time goes on, we'll be able to figure that out.
Sorry, our camera director is really just cracking me up tonight. Just very entertaining person to be around, as I was saying earlier in the night.
Still learning just about Mason Sports Radio and about some of the work that we do. So we apologize if there's been any delay in updates of the score tonight.
So we reached down the final seconds. Mason will go on to a 67-13 win as they will advance in the playoffs.
Final score, Mason Comets 67, Northwest Knights 8.
Will advance
Mason Comets advance to take on Loveland. Right here at Harrison High School on Tuesday, February 21st at 5 o'clock.
5 p.m.
Mason Comets versus the Loveland Tigers.
here at
on Tuesday,
Harrison High
February
School.
21st
Just a little bit of an
at
update
5 o'clock.
on
Drive
some
safe.
other areas in the bracket. Lakota East won 59-44, and will go on to play the winner of Lebanon and Harrison at 7:30 on Monday. Comets will take this one 67-8. Just a great game, an excellent show of the potential that the Comets have going into next season, and just about the sportsmanship that they show and the leadership we've seen on this team, and the values that head coach Robin Tula is instilling into his team tonight with teamwork and leadership and just sportsmanship all together. So a great experience for the Comets, and just developing the depth on his roster. Well, I've been Savannah Libby alongside my partner Daniel Panetti with our director Josie Lorenz. Thank you for listening.